Hey everyone, so this is an update video from my first video I did on my mini split in my garage here. It's 2 years later and I can say I'm super happy with it. Again, when I installed it and did that first video, it was just terribly cold. I think we were in the low double digits, maybe dipped into the single digits. And hey, what do you know? We got another cold spell. I live in Colorado, kind of a little bit up closer to the mountains, not in the mountains though. And we're seeing about 9 degrees today outside. So it's cold. I mean, last night was -5. Tonight, I think it's -8. So not the best for this mini split. You know, I'm really pushing what it can do. I have it set to 62, which is actually the lowest temperature you can set it to. You can set it to a mode where it is a freeze prevention. So it turns it way down to like 40 degrees. But that's just not warm enough for me to keep the garage from freezing in temps like this. So that brings me to that first point of, does it actually keep the garage at 62 degrees? No, it doesn't. I don't need it to be that warm though. So it doesn't really matter to me when I'm out here working on a car. It's unlikely that I want it to be 62 degrees because I'm usually out here sweating anyway. So it's not terrible, absolutely just fine. So let's see what it actually is. Got my infrared heat gun here. So surprisingly, it looks like we got 90 degrees roughly of air coming out of the mini split. And it is right now 9 degrees outside. So that is a crazy differential. So we can pull 80 degrees more than what's outside, at least with this unit. This is the Senville Leto, which isn't even their low temp unit. And the reason why mini splits kind of have a problem in cold climates is because you got the heat exchanger in here and then you got the heat exchanger outside. And so the only way you can get heat inside is pulling heat from outside and bringing it inside through the refrigerant. So there's only a certain temperature outside where it can pull whatever heat it finds in the air outside and pump it inside. So if it's too cold outside, it just can't do that. It's not like a gas heater where you have literally fire heating the air and heating the space, or electricity where you got a heating element that actually just heats up, like resistive heating. So mini splits are not great for that, but I knew that going into this. I live in Colorado, so it would be dumb not to think about that. Overall though, gist of the video, it's working fantastic. If you live somewhere where maybe 2-3 weeks of the year you're in these type of temps, you should be okay. If you're in, say, North Minnesota or Canada or something like that, and your whole winter is this temperature, I don't think it would work for you. It might just barely work, but your utility bill would be pretty crazy. So yeah, I just want to show you kind of what the temps are in my shop. And I would say this is not turned up all the way. So I have it set to 62. I could turn it all the way up to 90, I think. I don't think it would output a lot more heat if I turned it up though, because I don't know if you guys can hear it. I can hear it running. You can hear the pump running and the fan on the outside. It's not on low, I'll say. It's not maxed out. You can hear it running though. So I don't think I get a ton more heat out of it. But yeah, here we go. So let me turn you around. So let's see, my desk, 50 degrees. Even the concrete floor over here, it's almost 50. Pretty close. Let's see this car. It's about 50. The wall next to my bench is, 52. Something like that. I'll go all the way to the far side of my shop where my compressor is. And even the floor over here is still 45 degrees. The back wall, still 50 degrees, and you can see how far away we are. I'd say it's about 45 feet. And the coldest corner in the whole garage, back here where the airflow can't even reach, we're still above freezing on the floor, which is really the coldest part. Walls 46, even the garage door is 43, so not too bad. Do I wish I would have done some other type of heating? I don't think so. I think this works just fantastic for what I need. I have the benefit of AC in the summer, and you know, where I live, we got really cold weather, but then we still get into the hundreds every once in a while for a couple weeks in the summer. So it's pushing this mini split in the opposite direction, but it does great. I'll say I paid $1,200 for this in 2022. Like I said, this is a 2-year review, and money well spent. I think one of the best $1,200 I've spent on anything in my shop. A little bit about my shop, just so you know kind of how, if you're trying to compare to yours, kind of how it'll work. I've got just this cheap R12 batting in the wall, OSB on the inside, and I do have spray foam ceilings. It's 2 inches minimum, usually like around there. It's about 3 or 4, even like 5 inches. But the lowest spot is 2 inches. I can't remember exactly what R rating that is. I think 1 inch. Oh gosh, I don't want to say the wrong number, so just Google 1 inch of closed cell spray foam. I've got double that for 2 inches. So not like crazy insulated at all. My slab's not insulated at all. So kind of worst case scenario as far as garage insulation. If you call a garage insulated, mine's probably one of the worst ones, but it is really airtight with the spray foam up top. There's no air getting in. My garage doors are fairly well sealed, and I did caulking around all of the walls, concrete to floor wall. Wow. Wall to concrete barrier. I didn't just put the foam, I caulked everything so that there's no air coming in, and that helps a lot. So I hope this video was interesting, informative. If you watch my other video, it goes into detail, a lot more detail about the mini split, a little bit about the install, but it wasn't a DIY install video. It's just, hey, should you buy this? Is it any good? Will it work for a garage in cold temperatures? Well, I think the answer is yes 2 years later. So I definitely recommend buying one of these. Super easy to install. I just got it popped out the wall, and here we are, super cold outside, nice and warm inside. So yeah, we got a bunch more videos coming. Hopefully you stay tuned. I've got my Unimog. I just took the radio box off the back, if that's totally gibberish to you, and you're here for the house remodel stuff. We got lots of house remodeling stuff coming up, probably potentially doing an addition on our house. But man, I gotta build fences. I got just all kinds of stuff to do with remodeling and construction as well. But lots of car stuff coming, really. So stay tuned. Have a good day. See ya.